What a year for games. Gamers, you have been spoiled. Developers, you have achieved greatness. So many good games this year that everyone's GOTY lists will be vastly different.
Especially as I haven't played a lot of them.
People will argue from the rooftops right down to the sewers of the Reddit forums. Which game will take the #1 spot? Here at Wetty and Dry HQ, we have composed the definitive top 3 GOTY 2023 list.
Of the games that we've happened to play this year.
Number 3. How do you top a game that was already considered by some to be the best game they've ever played?
You can't.
What did you call me?
And everyone I've spoken to have confirmed my bias that Nintendo fell far short with their nuts and bolts ripoff. But where Zelda falls short, Redress of Mirror succeeds long by being shorter and offering less.
If you love the mainstream, I'm sure you thought the multi-million-pound selling Tears of the Kingdom did something special. But if you're a real gamer who doesn't own a Nintendo system, the Redress of Mirror will simply blow you away. I want to play as a hot, sexy lady that doesn't take any crap, whose lips don't need to move because her hips do all the talking.
What's in there?
She also rides a moose.
The best thing is that it doesn't run on a graphically inferior console, struggling to handle all the physics and graphical effects, as it doesn't have either.
But why try to achieve greatness when you know the hardware isn't up to scratch? You know it struggles, you know it's going to be re-released on their new console. They're already showcasing Breath of the Wild behind closed doors. You think it's not coming too?
Zelda has some beautiful vistas, but do they accurately recreate the opening to EastEnders? I'm fed up with games not doing this, and sick of pretending we don't all want it.
Anyone can fall in love.
What's that? We're fighting tired old Ganondorf again? He wouldn't last a second with this guy. Die! An enemy so powerful that it can only be finished off in a spectacular cutscene. Number 2. Space. The final frontier.
Until we discover portals that lead us to the multiverse.
Bethesda surprised us this year by releasing their least buggiest game. Number 2.
No, stop! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Really need to talk.
Oh, I just don't know how he does it.
Least buggiest, remember.
Garbage.
The game is full of fun worlds to explore, wacky characters to speak with, and a storyline full of capitalist hate.
Ah, mate, no, you're thinking about Outer Worlds. This is the NASA Punk one.
Oh right, yeah, sorry. The game where you get eye-fucked by random NPCs. After 8 years of development, I was looking forward to amazing exploration, my actions affecting the world around me, logical and believable AI, diveable water, rideable alien emus. Instead, we got a load of loading times and a ton of potato physics.
Which is why 2003's Outcast, remade and re-released in 2018, is second in our Game of the Year 2023.
Sure, it's starting to show its age in the graphics, animation, sound,
What's that?
lighting, UI, gunplay, stealth, physics, draw distance. But none of that matters as it has an absolute chad of a protagonist.
I had a conversion ceremony like that too, only it was in the back seat of a Ford Mustang.
And portals. And I'm really into portals at the moment, actually.
And I don't own an Xbox or a PC with the ability to play Starfield. And if I can't play it, it doesn't exist.
Number 1. You want choices? Well, there's only one game this year that made me feel good about my choices.
Released in August 2023, this game surprised many. It's redefined a genre, and it will be decades until developers can even fathom how to top it.
I'm in Love with Your Dead Grandmother smashes the FMV genre apart. It's a little quirky and sometimes the facial animation isn't great, but those are minor nitpicks. You might mock the game for its ridiculous title and what that implies, but somehow everyone seems on board and overly enthusiastic about shagging a bear.
F&V games have had a bad rep in the past, but I'm in love with your dead grandmother encapsulates all the best things about them.
Chewed a bit on it, so like it's for you because I know you want my saliva. They're made of like a paste that I found in a toy shop.
A gripping storyline.
But the age. Look at me, I'm so old.
Love is more than anything. Even more than the summer is to me.
Great acting.
Yes, it's my specialty.
To put corn dogs in the oven?
Wait, you're supposed to put them in the oven? Well, I just put them on top. Silly me.
And characters you genuinely care for.
You shot Betty, she was alive!
Like, are they getting the correct care?
Also, it probably has the most banging soundtrack delivered this year, and that is subjective fact.
I'm in love with your dead grandmother. I know she treats me like no other.
A great year for games. A fucking shit year for developers.
Embrace a group, embrace the gaming community in previous years, putting their little fingers in all the gaming pies.
But with eyes bigger than their greedy little bellies, they had to close down Free Radical and Volition, whilst laying off people from 3D Realms and Slipgate Ironworks, leaving us all asking the question, why couldn't they just leave everyone alone?
And the utterly fantastic closed up shop after pretending they could deliver a game that didn't actually exist and never did. Shit happens, I guess.
Sony abused its position as the market leader by continuing to raise its prices wherever it could.
They did give us free God of War DLC, but then cancelled The Last of Us Factions because 4 years into development they realised live service games cost money. Thankfully they took it away before I could actually own it.
That won't stop them.
I'm sorry, Chad, but you better start buying physical or lose the ability to watch Bitchin' Rides Season 3.
For my petition to keep Bitchin' Rides Season 3 safe, panicked Sony to hash out a new deal. You'll never take my Bitchin' Rides. And they still had to offload their staff, and then tell Bungie to save money. So Bungie fired staff.
If only they could find money from somewhere.
Fortnite's OG level attracted over 44 million players for Epic Games. This was 2 months after they had some epic layoffs due to some excited overspend.
There's just no money anywhere.
Microsoft, on the other hand, spent 69 billion.
Nice.
Buying up Activision, who then dropped its biggest Call of Duty in their history.
But at least those working at Xbox get to keep their free pass. Thanks, Phil Spencer. It's not quite God tier CEO level, but a Game Pass is a Game Pass.
Phil Spencer had a lot of fires to put out this year, releasing sane statements implying that quality console exclusives are not going to get people to buy their console.
That if you just build great games, everything would turn around.
And he's right. I only bought a Switch for the beautiful Batman Arkham Trilogy remastered and reframed port. Mario who? Well, there you go. Those are our top 3 games of 2023.
I'm sure other publications might have lists that look a little different, but no matter what wrong titles they put there, there's no denying that this year has been great for video games. And I, for one, am looking forward to what the future holds.
Are you ready for the best simulation game ever made?
Subscribe. Subliminal messaging. Comment, like. Subliminal. Like.